Hello everyone, and welcome back to the qualifiers for the final time this season. The crazy course is here today. I'm about to find out who is going to take the win and qualify for this season. And you see the track that we'll be racing on today. Pretty cool track. The first time this event's going to be featured in this league. So let's see who's going to win it all. And you see Group A standings right now. And you see Shamrockers on top. Topools are in second in front of Banana Ballers. Crazy Lemons in fourth in front of Green Spices in fifth. And Public Roads in sixth. So those six are the ones to look out for in this event. While at the bottom is Hawaiians, Balls of Heaven, and Sweet Treat. Now here's Group B standings, and it's Honeybees on top. Remaining Hikers in second, Red Onions in third, Salsa Squad in fourth, Blood Eyes fifth, Bricky Rushes in sixth. So those are the six for this group. While Night for Draconics and Night Black Panthers are down there. Let's go straight into Heat 1. And it looks like it's going to be Green Mowers, Crazy Lemons, Dark Lights, and Sunshine Coast. Three captains in this heat, Moa, Crazy, and Sunny. And then we have Dim from the Dark Lights here. Who will get the first win? And it's Green Mowers in front, but Dark Lights are in front. Sunshine Coast in second. Can Crazy Lemons catch up? Let's see, all they challenging? No. The Dark Lights and Sunshine Coast will be the first two to move on. Crazy Lemons and Green Mowers are out, which means the Green Mowers, they will not make it to Season 3. But let's go to Heat 2 now, with Balls of Heaven, Shamrockers, Green Spices, and Hawaiians. Again, only one captain in this one. It's Heaven for Balls of Heaven. And then we have Oyster, Cilantro, and Resort, the classical member for the Hawaiians. So, let's see who the next two to move on here. And it's Balls of Heaven in front, but now Shamrockers taking the lead. Green Spices piced them. And the Green Spices, they will get the victory. Shamrockers will move on too. They both were in the top 5 and top 6 there. But for Balls of Heaven and Hawaiians, I believe this is going to be the end of the way for those two too. So, they won't make it to Season 3. But now, Public Roads, Topools, and Sweet Treat. Sorry about that. But who else will advance here? Topools especially want to move on. So do Sweet Treat. So we have to see how well they will go in this heat. And its Topools were in front, but now it's Public Roads. You see all Sweet Treat on the top there. And they passed them. Sweet Treat will advance. Topools are out. Let's look at the replay there. Sweet Treat on top there. Topools are at the bottom. And here's where they come in contact. Let's see here. Oh, Topools. They had a head-on collision with them, which stopped all of their momentum. And they couldn't catch up by then. But that means that Sweet Treat and Public Roads will move on. So I believe Public Roads will move on. So will Sweet Treat. So good for those two. And now, our final heat, Banana Ballers, Pearl Puppies, and the Disco Balls. Who will be the next two to move on? For Banana Ballers, it's definitely what they need if they want to advance to Season 3. But so far, Pearl Puppies in front. But they get caught up. Banana Ballers in the lead. But here comes Disco Balls. Down on the inside to the win. Banana Ballers will advance, so that means that they made it to the top 8, so most likely they will make it too. Poor puppies, that will be guaranteed elimination for them. But 9 through 6 14s, and it's tie pools getting best of the West down there. Crazy Lemons will get 10s, Green Rollers 11s, Balls are having 12, Hawaiians 13s, and Purple Puppies 14s. I don't know if they will keep their roster after the qualifiers, but it has been a dumpster fire for them. They have not done anything in this qualifiers, and this event will just prove how terrible they are in marble sport here. Crowd not really cheering that much. But let's head to our first semi-final with Sweet Trees, Shamrockers, Green Spices, and Dark Lights. Who will be the next to move on and go straight to the finals to get the last medal of the qualifiers? A couple of these teams want to do well, Dark Lights in particular. Green Spices and Sweet Tree also want to do well. And the Shamrockers have already guaranteed qualification. Looks like it's going to be Sweet Tree in front. Dark Lights, they get caught up, and Shamrockers go off the course. And it's going to be Sweet Tree and Green Spices. Which means, by my calculations, Green Spices have done it. They will be in Season 3. Dark Lights, that's the end of the Season 3 for them. They won't make it. Sweet Tree, I don't know yet. We have to see who the next two will be. Which is Disco Balls, Banana Ballers, Sunshine Coast, and Public Roads. Again, only the top 2 will move on. So let's see who will be the next ones that will move on from this heat into the finals. Let's find out. And Sunshine Coast are in front. But Disco Balls are trying to challenge here. They're in the lead. But Banana Ball is stuck on the inside of them. Here goes Public Roads. Oh, they get hit. And that causes elimination for them. Disco Balls will be eliminated, so that's the end of the road for them. But the Ballers, they're guaranteed. Sunshine Coast, don't know how much they have to qualify, but 5th to 8th. Public Roads will get 5th, so that's good for them. Disco Balls will get 6th. Dark Light 7th. Shamrockers will end at qualifiers in 8th. But they've already guaranteed qualifications, so doesn't really matter with here. But Disco Balls are happy to get a 6th place to end off their qualifiers. But our finals, here we are. Banana Ballers, Sunshine Coast, Green Spices, and Sweet Treat. Let's see who will be the gold medalists in the final event of the qualifiers Group A. Lots of hard hits in this one. Let's find out. And it's Green Spices in front, but here goes Banana Ballers. And as long as they don't go off the course, they will get the gold. And Green Spices will get the silver. But Banana Ballers, they have won the last gold of the group. And they are well qualifying for Season 3. And those are the results. Well done to everyone here. Unfortunately for some of these teams, they will not be making it to Season 3. But for the other ones, well done. You made it to Season 3, but we aren't going to show the results just yet. Because we got Group B to handle. So let's go to Group B. And let's start with Knife Fighters, Lily Pads, Black Panthers, and the Red Onions now. Who will be the next two to move on? And who will be eliminated? Not the teams that want to be eliminated here. And up. And it's Black Panthers involvement. Lily Pads takes the lead. Red Onions go off the course. Black Panthers in the lead. And all Lily Pads went off the course too. And now it means that the Black Panthers will win. Knife Fighters will advance with them. But for lily pads, that's the end of the road for them. They won't qualify again. When onions, we have to find out. But now Heat 2 will feature Salsa Squad, O-Lasers, Draconics and Bioluminescence. Who will be the next two to move on here? And who will go straight to semi-finals for Group B here? Not again, lots of hard hits in this one, so let's see who will advance here. And so there's going to be Draconics in front. They have a massive lead up there. O-Lasers in second. Salsa's going to need to catch up to O-Lasers here, but it's not going to happen. O-Lasers will move on. Salsa Squad will be eliminated. And Bioluminescence, they won't advance to Season 3 neither. So that's two teams already eliminated from championship contention. Now let's go to our third heat with Glass Bottles, Brekkie Rushes, and Blood Eyes. Who will be the next two to move on and go straight to the semi-finals? As Glass Bottles in front, but here comes Blood Eyes. Brekkie Rushes trying to challenge, but they get caught up. In Glass Bottles advance? No, they cannot. Blood Eyes will advance, and now will probably guarantee they will qualify for Season 3. Glass Bottles, that'll be on the road for them, definitely. Brekkie Rushes, we still have to wait and see if they will make it. Now, here we go with Heat 4. And I believe we are going to have Romanian Hikers, Honeybees, Seals and Endors. Who will be the next two to move on in this heat? Honeybees are in front. Seals and Endors are in front. They go off the course, so the Honeybees. And Romanian Hikers, they're in dead last and go straight to first, which means they will be in Season 3 too. Seals and Endors, unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the road for them. They won't qualify. So unfortunate for them. But let's see. Night Street 16th. Salsa Squad will get best of West down there in 9th. So, well done to them. Sorry about that. Glass Bottles will get 10th. Red Onions 11th. Lily Pads 12th. Bioluminescence 13th. Seals and Endors 14th. If you hear anything in the background, I am so sorry. I could have found any other time to commentate this. Let's go straight to semi-finals with Honeybees, O-Lasers, Brekkie Rushes and Night Fighters. Who will be the next two to move to the finals here and have a great chance of qualifying for Season 3? And what? O-Lasers in front, Honeybees in second. And all those two have definitely qualified for the finals. Honeybees will be guaranteed to go to Season 3. Night Fighters, I think that's going to be the end of the way for them too. Brekkie Rushes, probably as well. But the O-Lasers trying to make a march here. They're trying anything they can to qualify for this season. Let's go straight to semi-final 2 with Blood Eyes, Black Panthers, Draconics, and Romanian Hikers. Who will be the next two that will be advancing out of this heat? And it'll go straight to the finals too. That is the question we're all wondering here on who's going to make it to this season. And what? Blood Eyes are in front, but Black Panthers, they go off the course. Draconics in the lead. Blood Eyes are also gone. And it'll be Romanian Hikers again. Last to first, they will win the heat. Draconics will be in second since they stayed on the course. But Black Panthers, they'll be at the end of the road for them. Blood Eyes, not sure yet. But anyway, let's get to our final heat, where it's going to be the Honeybees, Draconics, O-Lasers, and Romanian Hikers. Who will be the gold medalists in the finale here. And who will get the final gold of the qualifiers? And off, our laser in front. Here comes main hikers trying to do it 3 times. But the old lasers will capture the gold. Hikers will get the silver. And the honeybees the bronze. Well done to all the teams that competed. Be O lasers on top. Hikers in second, and the bees in third. Draconics in fourth, in front of Night Fighters, Breaking Rushers, Black Panthers, and Blood Eyes. Well done to them on a well-rounded qualifiers. We have had so much fun, but here we go. The qualified teams. In Group A, be the Shamrockers, Banana Boys, Green Spices, Public Roads, Thai Pools, and Sweet Treat. And in Group B, will be the Honeybees, Hikers, O Lasers, Blood Eyes, Salsa Squad, and Red Onions. Those 12 teams have made it to Season 3. Fortunately, from Crazy Lemons down to Sunshine Coast, they will go to the showdown. And from Draconics to Glass Bottles, they will also be joining the showdown. While Dark Lights to Purple Puppies, they will go to the C League, and Final Luminous to Seal Financials, they will go to C League 2. But here is the 16 teams that will compete in Season 3 of Extreme Sports. Pick your favorites. Who you think is going to take the win in the overall standings? Who will be crowned champion? That is the question we are all wondering, folks, on who is going to win this long battling championship. Only one team can do it. But we'll see you for the opening ceremony, plus Event 1, the distance drag. But anyway, we'll see you for Event 1, and let's see who your Season 3 champion is going to be.